who was Princess Diana's first boyfriend. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that has fascinated many people for decades. Who was Princess Diana's first boyfriend? Princess Diana, as you probably know, was one of the most beloved and influential figures of the 20th century. She was the former wife of King Charles III, the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry, and a humanitarian icon who championed causes such as AIDS awareness, landmine removal, and children's rights. But before she became a royal, she was a young girl from an aristocratic family who had a few romantic relationships before meeting her future husband. In this video, I'm going to explore some of the men who were linked to Diana before and during her marriage to Charles, based on the news and media reports. Let's start with the first man who is widely considered to be Diana's first official boyfriend, Prince Charles himself. Yes, you heard that right. Prince Charles and Diana met in 1977 when he was 29 and she was 16. At the time, he was dating her older sister, Sarah Spencer, but he took an interest in Diana after meeting her at her family home at Althorp, where he was taking part in a grouse hunt. According to The Telegraph, Charles later recalled in an interview that he thought Diana was very jolly and what fun she was during their initial exchange. They started dating in 1980 after Charles broke up with Sarah and another girlfriend, Camilla Parker Bowles. They met only 13 times in person before Charles proposed to Diana in February 1981. Their wedding, which took place on July 29, 1981 at St. Paul's Cathedral in London, was watched by an estimated 750 million people around the world. However, their marriage was not a happy one. As depicted in The Crown, Charles and Diana had many issues, such as their age gap, their different personalities and interests, their public scrutiny, and their infidelities. Charles resumed his affair with Camilla soon after their wedding, while Diana had several relationships with other men during their marriage. One of the men who was rumored to have an affair with Diana was Barry Manakee, a police officer with the Royal Protection Squad who was assigned to Diana's detail. He was reportedly very close to Diana and made her laugh. There were allegations that they had a sexual relationship, but they were never confirmed. In 1987, Manakee was killed in a motorcycle accident. Diana later said in a secretly recorded videotape that he was the biggest blow of my life and that she was deeply in love with someone who worked in this environment. Another man who had a confirmed affair with Diana was James Hewitt, a former household cavalry officer and tank commander who met Diana at a cocktail party in 1986. They had a 5-year relationship while Diana was still married to Charles, and it ended when Hewitt left to serve in the Gulf War in 1991. Diana herself admitted the affair during her famous 1995 Panorama interview with Martin Bashir. There were also other men who were romantically linked to Diana, but they denied having any physical involvement with her. One of them was James Gilby, a childhood friend of Diana who was famously caught on tape calling her Squidge or Squidgy and Darling. The tape, which was illegally recorded by an amateur radio enthusiast in 1989 and leaked to the press in 1992, became known as the Squidgegate tape. Another one was Will Carling, a British rugby star who met Diana at a gym in London in 1995. They were seen having lunch together and exchanging phone calls, but Carling insisted they were just friends. His then wife Julia accused Diana of being a marriage wrecker and said she hoped she wouldn't do these things again. One more man who had a close friendship with Diana but denied any romance was Oliver Hall, an art dealer who was married to a French oil heiress. He visited Diana at Kensington Palace several times in the early 92nd and received hundreds of anonymous phone calls from her after he ended their relationship. After Diana and Charles separated in 1992 and officially divorced in 1996, Diana had 2 more serious relationships before her tragic death in 1997. The first one was with Dr. Hasnat Khan, the Pakistani heart surgeon who worked at a London hospital. They met in 1995 and had a 2-year relationship that was kept mostly private. Diana called him Mr. Wonderful and even visited his family in Pakistan. However, Khan was reluctant to marry Diana because of the media attention and the cultural differences. They broke up in the summer of 1997. The second one was with Dodi Al Fayed, the son of billionaire Mohammed Al Fayed, who owned Harrods and the Ritz Hotel in Paris. They started dating after Diana took Prince William and Prince Harry to St. Tropez to vacation with his family. Later, model Kelly Fisher claimed that she and Dodi were still engaged at the time the tabloids started reporting on his romance with Diana. Diana and Dodi spent a few weeks together in the Mediterranean and Paris, where they were followed by paparazzi. On August 31, 1997, they were killed in a car crash in the Pont d'Armor tunnel in Paris, along with their driver Henry Paul and their bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones. The crash was blamed on Paul's drunk driving and the high-speed pursuit by the photographers. Diana's death shocked the world and sparked an outpouring of grief and tributes. She was mourned by millions of people who admired her for her beauty, charisma, compassion, and humanitarian work. She was also remembered as a loving mother and a woman who had a complicated but fascinating love life. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Princess Diana's first boyfriend and the other men who were part of her life. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, let me know in the comments what you think about Diana's relationships and who was your favorite among them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.